So in today's video, we are taking a look at the top 10 best cheap RC cars of 2022. When it comes to the best RC cars, well, they can kind of be expensive and not all of us can afford or want to fork out big cash when we're just starting out in the hobby. So that's why I've made my top 10 best cheap RC cars list to hopefully suit a wide range of people. Also, keep in mind this is just an opinion-based video, and if you do disagree with my opinions, then I would love to hear it in the comments as to why and what RC car might you recommend. Hey guys, my name is Matthew Sim, welcome to my channel. Let's crack on with my list for the top 10 best cheap RC cars 2022. Starting out at number 10 is the recently launched Relalo XDJK006. The Relalo is a 144 inspired absolute beast of an RC car, supporting all carbon fiber, a super fast brushless motor system that's capable of up to 80 kilometers an hour out of the box on a 3S LiPo. And for a 1/14 scale, that's just incredibly fast and kind of hard to control. It does, however, come with a 2S battery, so speeds will be around the 60 kilometers an hour out of the box, and I find this to be pretty perfect for beginners, especially someone wanting more of a premium RC car, but also to save a few dollars. And just a quick FYI, if you guys would like to see the video reviews that I have done on these RC cars, then I will leave links in the description of this video. I'll also leave links to where you can buy all of the RC cars that you will find in today's list. The next RC car on the list, number 9, is an amazing RC car from WL Toys. WL Toys is known for being one of the best cheap branded RC cars on the market, and the WL Toys 104001 is no exception. The WL Toys 104001 is a 10 scale, kind of a race style 4-wheel drive buggy. It comes in both brushed and brushless. Just choose what's more suited to you. If you're a little bit older, you might want to go with the brushless version. However, the younger tackers might want to go with the brush version. The WL Toys 104001 handles absolutely amazingly. It's super smooth, has a fully metal drivetrain, it jumps really nicely, and for its size, I think it's amazing value. However, just keep in mind that it is more dedicated to that race style of driving, so if you want to go and absolutely send it over massive jumps, it may not be the car for you. Coming in at number 8 is the MJX Hyper Go, which they have like 3 models, but the MJX Hyper Go really took me by surprise. It has some really awesome features such as smart batteries, which come included with the RC car, a built-in GPS so you can connect to your phone and get a live speed reading, and it was also really durable. At the skate park, I was a bit of a bully towards this RC car, and honestly, it took it like a champ, with super hard landings, rolls and tumbles and massive jumps. And although eventually it did break, I was super impressed by how much abuse it actually took. Definitely a great RC car for someone wanting to go to the skate park and just have some fun bashing around. Now the MJX does come in both brushed and brushless, so again, choose what's best suited to you. And for me on this list, the MJX has to probably be the best value for money RC car that I've seen in a very long time. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Coming in at number 7, which is the UDI SG1604 Rc RC Car. What I love about the UDI is the large range of body options, from a Hoon truck, a rally car, or even a Mini Cooper, or even a Porsche. The options are endless. These little cars come with 2 sets of wheels, one for off-road and on-road use, and they also come with a set of drift tires, so you can either tear it up on the dirt roads or go drifting around. Being a bit of a small car, these are great for both indoors and outdoor use, so no matter the weather, if it's rain, shine, you can still be having a blast. They do come in both brushed and brushless models. They also come with inbuilt gyros, so no matter your skill level, you can be sure to be doing some awesome drifts. But the best thing about these feature-packed RC cars is the price. At the time of recording at least, the brushless 2S battery model comes in at under $85 US, which is just an absolute bargain. Okay, so the next RC car on this list is the WL Toys 104009. If you're looking for something a little bit bigger, then the WL Toys 104009 may be the right RC car for you. To this day, it has to be one of my favourite WL Toys RC cars, which I know may not be a super popular opinion. However, For me, I really liked the look, handling and the durability. When taking it to the skate park, it really impressed me, and now WL Toys is coming out with the new brushless model, which will give us a lot more speed. As well, the 104009 did lack a little bit in the speed department. From experience, you don't see a lot of monster trucks of this size in the cheaper RC section. You mainly see buggies. So when WL Toys released the 104009, I was super excited to get my hands on it. And guys, before we move to number 5, I'd really love it if you consider hitting that subscribe button, as it really does help the channel, and we have heaps of other content that you might be interested in, so be sure to check that out after this video. Coming in at number 5, this little awesome RC car is the HPX 16886. It's an awesome 1/14 scale RC desert truck, and boy is it a lot of fun. It's feature packed with 6 bright LED lights, onboard shock absorbers, metal differentials, it's waterproof and has bearings throughout. When reviewing this RC car, I had an absolute blast. With me living in Australia, I thought let's go straight to the desert, and in my opinion, I think it handled it really well. It did lack a little bit of speed, so I'd love to see it in brushless, but if you're after that type of desert truck look on a budget, then this is definitely the RC car for you. Next up, number 4, and well, I kind of don't know much about crawlers, and this one is a little crawler, and it's also known as the Unimog, but its name is the Mogridge. Like I said, I'm not much of a crawler person, but I have to say I was rather impressed with the capabilities of this little RC crawler. For a size comparison, it's very similar in size to the Axial SCX24, although it has a much bigger body. It has really good scale detail, and it honestly performed better than I expected. The only issue I had was the top little lights. They did break off during shipping and seemed to be a little bit of a weak point. Besides that, it really tore up the terrain. It went through muddy puddles and over logs, and it was just an all-round lots of fun little RC car. So scale detail is kind of what you're into. You like going slow with those crawlers, and maybe this is the RC car for you. So, coming in at number 3, this RC car is what I would consider cheap, but some may not, and that's the ZD Racing DBX10. Now, the ZD Racing does have 2 models for the DBX10, one brushed and one brushless. The brushless one, I believe, coming in at around $330 US, depending on where you buy it. Again, links in the description. Whereas the brushed model is only $165, give or take, and that is in US dollars. And again, I will leave both of those linked in the description. That's why it's on my list, because I think although the brushless may be out of some people's price range, you could always purchase the brushed and convert it later when you increase your skill level. I really like the DBX10, it is very fast, it handles well, and it took a decent amount of beating when bashing it at the BMX track. However, I do believe it's more of a driving experience rather than a basher, and I highly recommend going to hit up some sand dunes where I think you're going to get the most out of this RC car. Coming in at number 2, and that is the Rolalo monster truck, and it is called the Rolalo XDK J005 monster truck. Again, this monster truck is the same platform as the WL Toys 144001, and Rolalo have honestly done a great job with it. I really like the look of this monster truck and the big wing and aggressive appearance. I did take it to the skate park and bash it, and it performed pretty well. The only downfall for me was it not being able to hit the claimed speed, and it did lack a fair bit of power. And although it was able to take a 3S LiPo and get some pretty decent speeds, unfortunately it just got too hot. So in that aspect, it was a little bit of a letdown. But overall, the RC car handled really well. It's got very nice suspension, beautiful wheels, and again, I really love the look of it, and I do highly recommend checking it out. Coming in at the number 1 spot, this has just been released, so I would like to say a big thank you to BeyondRC for allowing me to use his footage, and I'll definitely link his channel linked in the description below. So the footage you are currently seeing is from his channel. So this RC car has just been released, and that is the WL Toys 104072. You don't see a lot of on-road cheap RC cars, especially not the bigger but cheaper models, and that's what WL Toys has done. The chassis is based off the well-known WL Toys 104001 buggy chassis, like mentioned earlier, with brushless electronics. Although it appears to be an awesome RC car, and I do think it's going to be quite popular, especially with the speedrunning community. I know that's what my plans are. I really think they are a bit overpriced and could have done with a few less LEDs to possibly save some money. After all, WL Toys are meant to be a brand focused on cheaper RC cars. So if WL Toys is listening, come on guys, don't worry about those LEDs, just drop the price for us. WL Toys is known for producing great quality, cheap RC cars, and I'm sure this is no exception. I cannot wait to get my hands on it and put it through some vigorous testing. So if you'd like to see that, make sure to subscribe. And if you did like this top 10 list, be sure to check out this other top 10 list that I'm also sure that you'll like. Until next time guys, I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Bye!